Thank you. Well, I wanted to thank the organizers and disclose that I am a non-essential federal employee and that I did not make these slides over the shutdown. Because there is one federal slide in there. Okay. So this morning, I saw on my Twitter feed, I wanted to read it so I got it right. The New York Times had an article in the business section on Twitter called Twitter Illiterate. It's sort of a tips on how to use Twitter, and towards the end, the writer said, Twitter is a conversation, and you want to be understood. Write the way you speak, let your tweets flow like sentences, and let your character come out. Which I thought is good advice. But what if you're a large federal agency and this kind of thing is on your website? Images that say obvious cancer. What is a voice? How do you communicate? And that's what I want to talk about today. For us, we had some revelations, some insights this spring. 2 days after Mother's Day, Angelina Jolie wrote an op-ed that appeared in the New York Times about her mother's death from cancer at a young age and her decision to have genetic testing to see if she might also be at risk, and then based on those results to go ahead and have a prophylactic mastectomy. So I was teleworking that day, so I went down to my basement in my pajamas, and I saw that this was lit up, the Twitterverse was lit up with tweets supporting her, and everyone was interested. So I thought, well, how can NCI join this conversation? Can we join this conversation? And the answer is yes. We have a lot to say about this. And here is a fact sheet from our website that gives information exactly on this topic, cancer risk and genetic testing. And I know fact sheet is kind of boring and it's not very sexy, but it's written for a lay audience, and there's a lot of good information and it's expert reviewed. So I actually had tweeted about this a few months earlier. So what I did was I went and found the tweets that I'd already done, and we just posted those at 9:30, and then another one at 10 o'clock that morning as people were becoming interested in finding this article and reading it, and they had questions. So as I said, written for a lay audience, accessible, and we put links to the fact sheet and other information we had. We followed up later in the day. We had information about breast reconstruction. We shared that information too. The next week we looked at our metrics, and what we found is what a lot of people found was huge spikes in all kinds of areas. Interest, traffic to the website, and this one is about mobile. They had more, it's hard to read, but the highest daily number since the launch of the site, or since they started in 2012.